Hi viewers, the watch featured in today's video is a very beautiful piece by Seiko. This is a Grand Seiko model and here it is. This is the Grand Seiko SBGT015. This is a pure quartz model, but it really is a stunning piece. So this model was launched in 2004. It retailed for around about $2,800 and it really is very beautiful. I'll quickly go over the specs. It is a lovely compact size with the case size of 37mm. The lug width is 20mm and it's just 10mm thick with a lug to lug measurement of just 42mm. Now this model is powered by the quartz movement, the Grand Seiko 9F83 movement. As you'd expect, it is really unbelievably accurate and reliable. Now those that are new to Grand Seiko would question how a quartz watch can be so expensive. Well, apart from the fact that everything is made in-house, they make their own quartz crystals, it's all done in-house. The fit and finish of Grand Seiko watches is almost unrivaled. It really is incredible, as you can see. We'll zoom in on that dial a bit later, but it really is mind-blowing how well finished it is. This particular model is quite special. It has the day date feature, which is not that common on these watches, and even more special is you can just make out the minute markers are all applied onto the dial as well as the hour markers. They're not printed like most dials, and that really is a nice touch and very unique. The bracelet on these watches is far superior to your standard Seiko bracelet. Beautifully made, feels lovely, so silky smooth. The links are held with screw pins. It's got a lovely deployment clasp, signed with the logo really nicely embossed onto that buckle. And then we can see the case back has the Grand Seiko lion logo. Now the finishing on the actual case is a mixture of polished and brushed on the top of the lugs, and it's highly polished using the very special Zaritsu technique, as is unique to Grand Seiko. The crown is signed, and it is a screw down crown, which is a nice surprise, unusual for a dress watch. Pops nicely, and a very silky smooth action. And just change the date that way, and then the numbers. Really, really well done. And there, as you can see, the second hand hits those markers bang on. As you can see on the side of the case, we've got drilled lugs to make the removal of the bracelet easier. Okay, I'll just put it on the wrist and show you how that looks. Beautiful, really looks amazing on the wrist. It catches the light like no other watch I've ever had, thanks to those beautifully polished markers and that amazing champagne silver dial. Looks incredible. Super comfortable bracelet, fits like a dream. Absolutely wonderful. Now there is no loom on this watch whatsoever, which is absolutely fine. It is a dress watch, doesn't matter at all to me, and it actually makes the dial look even more crisp and shows off those beautifully polished silver markers and hands. One thing I forgot to mention is this watch does actually have a water resistance rating of 100 meters, which is quite impressive for a dress watch. Okay, I'll just zoom in on that dial now. That dial is beautiful. See the polish on those hands really is astounding. And there you can see the applied markers on the minutes and the hours. Wonderful. Everything on this dial is absolutely flawless, done to perfection. Love it. That really is a beautiful colour, that dial. I do love that slightly warm silver look. Really is a great backdrop to those bright silver hands. Just very pleasing to look at. This is the first Grand Seiko I've ever owned. I have been reading a lot about them and always wanted to see how they shape up for myself. I want to see what all the fuss is about, and I can understand why there is so much love for these watches. They really are quite special, and in terms of the actual fit and finish and the look of the dial, I don't think it compares to anything that I've got, including Omega and Tag and Tudor, Breitling. It's just a notch above in terms of the fit and finish. Really incredible stuff. Now the only problem with this is, now that I have a Grand Seiko, it's making me want to explore the brand further, which could get very expensive, because I do love the look of those spring drive models with the power reserve indicator on the dial. Slightly bigger case size, I think they're around about 41 millimeters, and they look amazing. So yeah, maybe one day I'll grab one of those. But in the meantime, I really will enjoy this. I'm not usually a big fan of smaller watches, but it makes up for it with all the beautiful, stunning and very artistic work on the dial and the case. So that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.